Okay guys, welcome back to Rosie Jones Locker. I hope you enjoyed the videos of us bringing Lagoona back to Roslyn Bay. Yeah, it was a good trip. Now we are going to start doing a few upgrades to the boat, and the first one has just arrived, so I'm just about to unravel it. Well, I assume you guys wouldn't have much trouble guessing what it is, but anyway, we'll get all the packaging off it and have a look at it. I think it's worthwhile giving you guys a look at how they wrapped it up. They seem to have done a fair job of it. So yeah, we've got this foam sort of stuff here, had cardboard over top of that, and then yeah, this plastic here was over top of that. So yeah, they've done a fair job of wrapping it up. But I suppose they order for the price of them, they're not bloody cheap. Anyway, I'll keep going and finish the unveiling. It's pretty exciting, it's all starting to come to fruition now. With the Beachmaster wheels there, going the transom. I'm not sure what's going to be in that box in the middle there. But anyway, here we go. So far I haven't seen any scuffs or marks on it yet, so the packaging's done its job by the look of it. Okay, that box that sat inside the Highfield contains oars, foot pump, repair kit, seat, under seat bag and dry bag. All tucked away in there nice and neatly. I'm using my my box trailer to leave the Highfield tender sitting in, because I got the outboard to pick up tomorrow for it. So it just might be easy to mount that and these Beachmaster wheels while it's sitting inside the box trailer, get it off the ground a bit and so forth. But I'm thinking I might put a bit of air in the boat just to see how it sits in there, and while I've got this packaging sitting underneath it, because it does have an aluminium hull, so I don't really want to put any scratches on it today. I know it will get some, but not today. Okay, that's all the packaging off it. I'll give you a bit of a look at what the end result is. Okay, the new tender for Lagoona is a 310 Highfield Classic. High balloon, not PVC. So I've got a fair bit of packaging to tidy up here, so that'll take me a little while, wrap it up and yeah, get it ready to cart to the dump. Alright, I'll leave that alone for today. I'm picking up the outboard tomorrow, so I'll be fitting the beach wheels and the outboard together, just to make sure the wheels don't interfere with the operation of the outboard. Anyway, we'll leave it at that for now. Alright guys, picked up the outboard, got it mounted on where I need to have it, got the holes marked for the Beachmaster wheels, so I'm just about to bolt them on. Got some Duralac because of the different materials. I got stainless steel bolts going through the aluminium trans, and so I don't want the two metals to react, so I've got a product called Duralac to yeah, stop that the difference in the metals having a reaction. Right, there we are, the 9.9 Yami, and I've got the holes drilled there, each side, all ready to go. So I went for the 9.9 Yami. I don't think I can leave the outboard attached to the tender when we on the davit system on the boat. I just don't think it's going to be strong enough. I'm not sure, maybe it will. It'd be nice if it did stay on there, but the 9.9 only weighs, I think it's 41 kilos. I would have loved at least a 15 horsepower, but then you start getting up in a bit of weight, and if I've got to take it from the sun deck of the boat down a couple of steps onto the swim platform and then mount it on the back of the Highfield, I think I'd rather lift 40 kilos than 60 or whatever it is the the 15 is. So that's the main reason why I've gone the 9.9. I've had Suzuki outboards in the past, they're just fine. So I just thought I'd give the Yamis a try. I mean, these days the top brands, there's like 3, 4, 5 of them. I mean, I don't know whether there's much between them. I think it's just a personal preference really. So I think we'll have a good run with the Yami. Anyway, I'll get on with bolting these Beachmaster wheels on. Alright guys, job done. Give you a bit of a look. I'm pretty happy with it. There we go, that's them folded up. It's just a simple operation of pulling that up, dropping that down, locking that in, and yeah, you can wheel it up the beach. So, pretty handy addition, I believe. Nice and handy to, yeah, pull it up the beach if you're going for a bit of an island explore for the day. Just a simple operation, pulling that down there, they go back up and lock back up there. We don't get any interference there. That engine's on full lock. It's not interfering with anything. Same the other side. Full lock, don't have any interference with the outboard at all. The only thing I might say is that when we're going along and the you know, you're getting it up on the plane, the nose of the tender goes up a little bit, there might be some drag and some splash here maybe with them wheels, but I won't know until I use it. Hopefully it might have a little bit of drag, I suppose, may affect the performance a little bit, but I'm sure it's not going to be too bad. So with this particular Highfield, it's got like a floor in it, so it's it enables you to get the fuel line, you know, instead of having it laying on the floor, it actually goes under the floor and up into the locker. So there you go, it goes under the floor there. Still got the primer I can access. I've got it up a bit tight there, but I can pull that back more to prime it up if I need to. And the little locker at the front here. Undo that, pull it up, and there we go. It's all tucked away nice and neat. Only went the 12 litre fuel tank. I don't think a 25 is necessary with what we need to do, and there's a bit of room in there to perhaps store some safety gear and anchor and so forth. So yeah, little seat there for Laney. So yeah, all in all, it's a nice upgrade from the existing or the original tender on Lagoona. So it's just a matter of getting some time to take it down the marina and fit it to the davit system. So I'll bring it along for that. Unfortunately, I've got to go and work for a few days, so I'll have to wait till my next day is off to give that a try. But at least it's all ready to rock and roll. All right, I'll talk again when we're putting it in the water and taking it over to Lagoona to see if we can fit it on the davit system. Okay, we're off to the marina to see how the Highfield fits on the davit system on Lagoona today. But anyway, she's sitting on the trailer ready for the trip down to the marina. Well, this is going to suit us just fine. It's a good little setup, this. Very pleased with it. Just taking a little run out in front of the harbour here. I'll go back and pick a lane up and put the two of us in it and see how it goes. But, if this is anything to go by, it's going to be bloody beautiful. What a lovely motor, bloody beautiful little motor. Alright, we'll go back. Elaine just dropped me off at the boat ramp and I'll just take it for a little run out here. So she should be almost back at Lagoona now, so I'll go back and pick her up and yeah, put both of us in it and see how it goes. You guys can hear me, but we've got Elaine in the boat as well, and this thing's plain and no worries at all, and it's only new, so let this work in and get better and better. So yeah, very happy with it, very happy. It's just what we want, something a bit better than what we had, with a nice reliable 4-stroke Hemi. Love the engine, beautiful. Yeah, it's just, you know, it would have been great to have a 15, but it's just too big to handle. I think the 9.9 is going to be perfect. There's enough room in here to put a couple of crab pots. Yeah, even go for a bit of a fish somewhere up a creek. So yeah, this is just perfect. You like it, darling?
Yes, it's very nice. Very nice.
Okay, got the approval from the better half, so that's a win-win. All right, we'll head back to Lagoona. All right, we had a little bit of a go at fitting it to the existing davit system. You can see the boat behind me here. It fits in the system fine, but certainly can't leave the outboard on it. So if we're gonna want to keep the outboard on the Highfield, we're gonna have to do some modification. So I'm gonna have a bit of a think about it and just see what we come up with. But yeah, 41 kilos is a little bit difficult to manage up and down the steps onto the swim platform. So yeah, I'm quite certain I'll be looking at a way to strengthen everything and just make it suitable to keep the outboard on the Highfield and yeah, lift it up and mount it into the davit system. Anyway, I'll get onto the drawing board and see what I can work out with it all. This is the original davit system on Lagoona. It only had one pulley arrangement connected to a bracket on the roof and pulling from the middle of the extended span of the davit. The first change I made was to increase the number of roof brackets to 3, giving us additional mounting points for extra pulleys. The extended span of the davit already had 3 welded lugs in place, making it easy to attach them securely. This is the expanded pulley system for lifting the new Highfield tender with the 9.9 Yamaha outboard still mounted to its transom. Well, we've just come down today to have a look at the davit system, see if we've got a plan worked out better than the existing plan. We've added a couple of extra pulleys, but we've been mucking around with that a little bit this morning, pulling it up and down about a dozen times, getting the right length of chain and so forth. But yeah, I think we'll be able to manage it the way it is now with the extra pulleys. We've just decided to take the little tender for a run and just get a few extra minutes up on the outboard. It's getting very close to its first service, so yeah, just giving it a little run, and then we're going to head back to the boat, and then we'll give you a look at how we're going to be lifting it in and out of the water. Even though we are very happy with the purchase of our boat, we do like getting around and looking at the other boats moored up in the marina. While we're cruising about, here's some useful information about the marina. Keppel Bay Marina is located near Yamaha on the Capricorn coast in Queensland, Australia, and it's situated in the sheltered waters of Roslyn Bay beneath Double Head National Park. You can see double heads in the background there behind the boats. The marina is also a popular tourism lifestyle destination, featuring the Woodline restaurant, where visitors can enjoy breakfast, lunch, coffee, while taking in the waterfront views overlooking the marina. Elaine and I have enjoyed several breakfasts and dinners at the Woodline restaurant, and we do recommend it. Keppel Bay Marina serves as the departure point for ferries and island transfers to Great Keppel Island and Hunky Creek, including services operated by Keppel Connections and Freedom Fast Cats. Okay, this is what we've come up with, our davit system and pulley system to lift our new Highfield and the Yemi 9.9. So it's a maze of ropes and pulleys, but it does work. We're about to lift it up, so I'll be able to show you how it goes. Are you ready? Are you feeling strong?
No.
Okay, we've probably lifted this thing up at least a dozen times today, but this is going to be the final one. We're going to lift it up to a point and then we're going to run some water through the engine to give it a flush. Okay. Let's show everyone how to roll. Ready? That might do. We might leave it there. Give this outboard a flush. Alright, a little bit of a stretch. A little bit more weight on the davit system. That in there, like so. Righto. That's ready to go. Flush the outboard out. Now turn the hose on. And it should be a goer. Oh yeah. Oh, that's a good flush though. Yeah, I'll have to get some new O-rings. We're going to get a new hose anyway, so that works okay. We'll just give the outside of the engine hose off and give the boat a hose off when we lift it right up. I have, yeah. Yeah. We've got it, the boat on a bit of an angle. We're hoping it's enough, but we'll leave it there as it is for the time being. Still got to make a couple of more bollards or bolt them to the wall here. We just got the original one for now. That works fine. A bit of water through it. Yeah. Alright, let's give the engine a good flush out. Get here and disconnect all this again. Righto, that'll do that. We'll finish lifting it up. Righto, let's do it. Starts getting a bit easier about here, doesn't it? A little bit of effort. Oop. Just get it out a little bit. The higher you lift it, it gets easier. Less weight. Alright, into place. Lock it off. We'll put an extra couple of bollards in at a later date. This will do for today. And we just roll this excess rope up, put it up on the deck there in the rope. So yeah, that'll do us without giving us too much trouble. A little bit of effort. It's not like we don't intend to lift it out of the water 10 times a day, so that's all right. Well, there she is. I think we've just about satisfied ourselves where that's going to sit for the time being. It's on a little bit of a tilt, so any rain and so forth inside the tender will come out through the bunghole, and yeah, Pretty happy with that. Few little touches here and there, but other than that, yeah, that's how it's going to be. So you just about say that is one of the modifications pretty much done.